What is that thing in the middle? A sheep man.
This is a sheep man and a divine spirit and then a bat.
We fought the bats before, right?
What an eclectic group. Yeah, but it's just like a regular ass bat, although it's fucking massive, even for a flying fox. This is a sheep man.
And then a divine spirit.
Of course.
Of course. The divine spirit's always there, it's just in your heart.
Naturalish.
I kind of don't want to fight the sheep man.
Too bad.
What is he doing? He's not doing anything wrong.
Ooh. He's probably cheating on his girlfriend.
Ooh, they'd kill him. Dude, I was just talking about how much...
He's so pretty when you're unfaithful to me. He's so pretty when you're unfaithful to me.
I like that line a lot. I was referencing recently the beginning to Men in Black, which I really liked because they had that part where they go into like the simulator and Will Smith's character shoots all the wrong people. He shoots all the human beings and he doesn't shoot any of the aliens. And they ask him and they're like, why did you shoot this person?
And he has like a great reason for each one.
Yeah, he's
like this big silly thing.
This little girl, what's she doing walking home from school at this time of night? She's holding a trigonometry book and she's got to be in like the 5th grade. There's no way that she's learning trigonometry in the 5th grade. That's suspicious. Like, and then there's like an alien on a lamppost and he's like, he's just working out. He's just working on his biceps. Why would I shoot him?
That guy's just got to sneeze.
Yeah. But I always really liked that.
Well, the real answer was basically to not shoot anybody. Like that. Why are you shooting people?
Well, the real answer was like he won it because.
Yeah, no, I mean like the real life answer is like, why the fuck are you shooting people, Will Smith? Even the people that are suspicious aren't doing anything.
You didn't ask them any questions.
Yeah.
Maybe the girl with the trigonometry book was bringing it home for her brother who was in high school.
It was sacred geometry. She was summoning Cthulhu. Yeah.
Like the sheep man. See, if I was Will Smith and I was in the simulator and I had to shoot all these creatures, I'd be like, this bat's just a bat. Like, why would I kill the bat? The sheep man doesn't even have his arms up in defense. He's literally just standing there.
So.
And then the divine spirit.
I'm a sheep.
Isn't doing anything either. It's not even looking at me.
This is for you. What a line.
This is for you. As he
Take this.
He hands you a bouquet of flowers.
This is for you.
This is for you.
Yeah. Everyone screams as sheep explode out of them.
Trick shot.
Trick shot. Honestly, he kind of sounds like the voice actor from.
What the hell?
Oh, I multi-shot him.
Oh, you have to kill that thing because it's
fuck,
healing.
he's healing.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if the game gave me a proper chance to tell what's happening at the time. Oh fuck, I hit it.
It looks like a fetus, which is
Claudio kind of sounds like the guy that works at Team 4-Star. Or as one of the voice actors at least. I don't know if he works there. They might have session voice actors. He's playing there's a few different characters actually. Like he plays the gun arm guy from Final Fantasy 14. It's 7, I mean. Half the number, excuse me.
That's a big difference there.
Yeah, yes. Hula hoop baby.
Kill that. Yeah, you gotta kill the baby because the baby keeps healing the sheep. A sentence I didn't think I was gonna say today.
You never heard of a hula hoop abortion?
So, it's already outside. It's a little late term, I think.
Yes. Game sounds disappointed to me. No, if I had timed it right, he'd be dead now. Oh, he is dead.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay!
There's no consequences for my failure. Fuck.
I do have questions as to if there's consequences to killing a divine spirit, though. Like, I don't know. If I saw like something titled divine spirit, I'd question whether or not I was supposed to actually do anything to it.
Ow, that hurts.
Ow.
His combos... His minigame has not gotten any more complicated. It's just 3 buttons. And yet I fuck it up constantly. I think the reticles move faster towards the end to fuck with me. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's kind of a hard thing to track.
Ow! Oh. I'm getting worse at that. I used to time it correctly.
Well, you can't really, like, get worse. Just, you know... You blink for a second and you're off by 1.
Fuck. Ow, that hurts.
I like how Alex's thing says that he throws his favorite record at the enemy's face. Why would you ever pick your favorite record to do that
Yeah,
with?
don't you have other records?
Everyone has
Just go
bad
to a
records.
thrift store and get a bunch of garbage.
I used to.
Paint on it.
Yeah, that's what I do. But if you go to, like, you go to certain ones, then they'll leave, like, records that they're basically just gonna throw away, like, on the street corner in front of the store.
Yeah.
And you just take whatever you want.
I haven't seen this one for a while.
Hey, why is it... It's a different color, wasn't it? It's not usually red.
No, it's usually red for this one. It's meant to be the harder one. Fuck. I never succeed. Fuck.
Oof.
Oof.
I've never been good at hacky sack. I've never been good at hula hooping.
I basically never tried at hacky sack. I'm like, that's magic.
That's magic.
How the fuck?
Do you remember Fushigi?
What's Fushigi? The ball and cup game?
No, they used to advertise it on TV, but it's basically what David Bowie's character does in the Labyrinth, where he has like, a clear crystal ball, and he like does that thing where he like kind of makes it look like it's running over his hands over and over again, like he's some sort of magician.
Mysterious.
And the whole point is what you're really doing is you're just manipulating the perspective of the viewer because you're using a clear crystal ball, so the ability to understand like angle really isn't easy, and so you're just kind of you're like rolling the ball across your arms and like flipping it with your hands and making it look all cool. Like I'm doing the hand motions now as I'm
this stuff
explaining
where
it.
people look like they're like rolling a ball around and everything.
Yeah, like David Bowie.
Like they're doing ball tricks.
And David Bowie's like trying to entrance
Yeah.
that what's her face, and he's like, "Oh, I'm David Bowie."
I'm wondering if I can find, because like YIIK had like an IMDb, right? Yeah. Who plays Claudio? Anthony Sardina.
That sounds very familiar.
He's also in A Hat in Time.
In
He's
Paw Patrol.
Dragon Shorts. I knew it.
Dragon, did you recognize that?
That's by Team 4-Star. I'm fucking identifying YouTubers.
Nerd.
It's the guy that plays what's his name in fucking his name is his name Barry? What's his name?
Who are you talking about?
You know, Final Fantasy VII, the guy with the gun arm.
Oh.
His name might be Barry. I'm not sure. I think it's that voice actor. Yeah, it totally is. It totally is the guy from Team 4-Star. I identified another YouTuber in this game, or at least a voice actor in YouTube stuff. I don't have I don't have any particular evidence that guy works there so much as
Barrett?
Barrett. There we go. Oh my god! Oh shit! Fuck! Guy just shot me.
That's not his name. Or
it's just a cop.
Whoa! Yeah, no, he's just listed as a police officer.
He just tried to shoot me.
Dude, what is that guy? I love him. What is it?
Franco.
Franco?
He made like a Simon Says sounding like digitized voice noise at me.
Barrett Wallace is not voiced by the same guy, though.
He's not?
No.
I thought that was the guy.
The one you said?
No, not from Final Fantasy VII, from Team 4-Star's videos.
I don't. then I don't know.
No, I'm not saying he's the Final Fantasy VII voice actor. This is a large number of enemies. I think I'm going to want to give you some pee-pee. Give you all of the pee-pee.
Beat him down with
Alex,
extra
here, drink
pee-pee.
this lemonade. Chandra will feed it to you. It's really weird. That you use items on people. It's like, but they're food. It's like,
dude, I love when you play co-op Kirby, and to like share health that you get from eating an item, you kiss the other person, and it's so cute because it's Kirby.
But what's actually happening is you're feeding them like a baby bird by regurgitating in their mouth.
See, I don't like that as much.
Wow! Nailed it.
Sounds like Mew.
The
baby's basically just Mew from Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like Frankenstein.
He's just a cop that shoots me. It's really dark. It's distressing.
Yeah, he's really not like.
There's nothing fun about the idea. It's just a cop that shoots you with a gun for some reason.
He isn't even like attempting to talk to you or restrain
it's
you
horrible.
or. He's really not doing. Oh my goodness.
Die, baby. You don't belong in this world.
Stop!
The characters, all of these character designs are so great, except for the nightmare cop that just shows up. Aha!
You did good.
Did you say Mighty Number 9?
I don't know. I was just thinking of that too.
Did I hear that? Like,
I heard.
why,
I heard something 9.
why would he say Mighty Number 9?
That Frankenstein monster looks miserable.
Yeah, he talks like a one of those hyper digitized voices that are almost impossible to make out. Just a weird pop. It's great because Chandra doesn't even react.
I know. That's what was funny about it.
It's like just her. It's her pyrotechnics. It's just part of the show. These fights are so long. Die. It does bother me that the health bar doesn't reach 0.
Yeah.
So I always think they survived.
Like it goes down to like 1 and then they disappear.
Yeah.
It's not very satisfying.
Trick shot! No, we didn't say it that time. Taste our power.
Do. As they all don't look at each other at all, and Michael just stands in the back with his arm up. Like
Everyone looks miserable and like they don't want to be here, especially not with each other.
I know, like Chandra looks off to the side. That guy Claudio just plays with his hacky sack. Alex also looks off to the opposite side, and then Michael just stands in the back with his arm straight. Like he's trying to unify them, but no one else is participating.
I mean, would you?
No, I don't want to be seen with these losers.
God. How do they even get up in the morning knowing that they're them?
I don't know, Alex. How does Alex do that?
Oh no, it's the same fight again. All right. I'm glad we're all trying.
You gotta kill the baby first, because the baby keeps healing them, making it longer.
I focused the baby first last time. Or more specifically, I used LP toss, and then I focused the baby.
LP toss is like across the board, huh?
Yeah, it just hits everybody, but it's pretty strong. It's really hard to actually do a good job at this part, because you have to lead your shots, so I just spam and hope for the best. Oh!
Oh, you killed Frank. Oh.
I might have one-shot the whole enemy party except for the stop sign.
Good.
Jeez. That was a record, I think. 24? It's like they all got stuck in the middle and I just started hitting all of them.
You caused a traffic jam of spaceships.
This is the most concentration one of all. Except for the ones I just fuck up at all the time, I guess. But got him. That was only 2 hits. That was quick. And still Alex almost died. What a loser.
The other monster
Enjoy
wants
your
some.
ambrosia, shitbag. Yeah.
Also not a sentiment I hear very often.
Enjoy the ambrosia, shitbag.
2 sheepmen.
I'm saying those words, but I'm actually, but I'm definitely referencing something else. 2 sheep, man. Yeah, the hard thing about this is that if you don't hit anything, then you have to wait for your entire projectile to leave the screen before you can fire another one. So you have to, but yeah, if it starts chaining, then you combo like crazy. Yes, keep the change, dirtbag. Is that what?
What is that from?
Actually, is that the real phrasing?
What are you thinking of? You psychopath.
Let's keep the change, you filthy animal. That's the line. It's the fake movie from Home Alone. that he's impersonating throughout it, like a reference, but it's not even a real movie. It's just made up for that movie.
It's made to like represent an archetype of a movie.
Yeah, and as a kid, I just assumed it was a real movie because I was like, oh, it's just some movie I haven't seen, some old movie that he has. Yes, keep the change, you filthy animal. He's like impersonating that after he like takes out the dudes with his attempted homicide traps.
You know, a little questionable.
They should have died several times. Good thing they live in the Looney Tunes universe. But that might have ended badly for them.
How many sheep does it take to be a herd of sheep? How many sheep men do I need to congregate for this to be a herd of sheep men?
Sheep man.
You haven't heard of sheep men? You're trapped in here with me.
Oh my gosh.
I hate it. I hate it so much. Stop doing that to me. It's so unsatisfying that they tease me with one more button press, but it never reaches it. It always stops before I get there.
Is this?
It's like, why do you generate it?
Is this like a commentary on sheeple? Is this like Alex, the creator, trying to like talk about sheeple?
God, people who say sheeple unironically are such a problem.
Well, that's the thing, is I feel like that would be this guy, which is why I think there
like
might
the
be
most cringe people. Well, yeah, because he does think he's better than everybody.
Yeah.
So he would be the type to think things like sheeple.
Yeah, I only say sheeple with a heavy emphasis on
I can love
sarcasm.
Twice, except me. Hello?
Are those 3 bus stops in a row? Why do you need so many bus stops?
There's more benches, I guess. I mean, I guess it's a train station.
There was a
Probably just reuse the asset.
in the town I used to live in, there was a big...
This bush just looks like a gun.
Oh my gosh, it does. Secret messaging. But there was like a lot of the town money went into building like a really elaborate train station, because I think they were trying to get the train line of like maybe an Ace train station like connected to like connect the town with other towns or something, but the plan fell through, and so there's just this really expensive train station that is basically just a very, very, very expensive nice bus stop, because has no other purpose now. But there's just this, it's a really nice building in town with like a train.
It's just like too fancy.
It's like a train theme, but there's like the trains don't go to it. So now
I've seen how like bus stops really change in context based on scale. Like it used to be like as like where I grew up, a bus station was just it was like a bench that was just there, and like as a kid for the longest time I just wouldn't even recognize that that was their purpose, because it's like, oh, it's just a bench that exists, I guess.
I can just sit on it.
You live in a larger area like here, and it's like a bus station is. We have one bus station in particular that's like it's like an entire line of benches with a giant overhang over it, and then another super big line of benches on the other side. And then in the middle, there's a separate island with yet another line of benches on both sides, and then in between of each of those is like this large stretch of pavement that's like big enough for like 3 or 4 buses to be side by side in it, and it's just this huge space. I'm like, this is fucking dedication.
Well, some people do like cross-country buses.
Yeah.
And a lot of people like just genuinely travel by bus. And like that's the way to do it. Like
that's definitely when it goes from being like the bus to being like the bus station. Like it's like it's an airport. Like you don't want to accidentally get on the wrong one and end up in the wrong state.
I wonder how much it costs nowadays to get a bus that would travel across the entire country.
There's a ghost sighting in Windtown. It's Bear's Necessity again.
I'll read that because I think I read Bear's Necessity last time.
I think so.
Strange things are happening here in Windtown. I just thought creepy things happen in the middle of nowhere. It's up to Courage to save his new home. Our little redneck side of the tracks has been experiencing some serious supernatural happenings. I'm convinced that there is a ghost in this town. Just check out the warning signs. 1. Extreme temperature changes. This town is up in the mountains and is generally pretty chilly. However, at nights near the graveyard, within 10 to 15 minutes, there is a 10 to 15 degree jump and decline near this one grave. Pretty freaky, huh? 2. Electricity issues randomly. The lights flicker on all the mobile homes, but only after a burial. We've had a few deaths in the lately. That's a typo. So any disturbances in the ground at that cemetery results in the power going on the fritz. Strange smells late at night is the third one. Sorry, reading this is hard because the yellow text is kind of fucking me up.
He didn't format anything. That's also not how you spell the fritz.
Yeah, it's with a Z. But yeah, number 3, strange smells late at night. If you're in the park, there's a really odd sweat smell of rotten fruit. I don't think rotten fruit smells like sweat.
It's supposed to be saying sweet.
Yes, probably.
They always say like the sickly sweet smell of rotten. Well, actually, you just say flesh, I think.
You scroll down a little bit. 4. Unexplained sounds late at night. When I'm hanging out in my yard, I can hear the sounds of crunching metal. I've lived in this town since I was a kid, and I've always hung out in the yard at night. These are new. They weren't here before the recent string of burials. So what about you guys? Any ghosts in your town?
Superb pudding.
Spotted ghost near strip mall west of Easton. Scary stuff. Spooked me. I think it wants to be my friend.
Oh, well, you should go hug him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Super Pudding. Did you actually speak to the ghost?
I am the ghost. Come see me. I'll tell you a story. Smile, 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 smile. Smile, smile.
All right, Casper.
The end.
It was at the mall that we went to? Are these, because a lot of these I think are referring to specific places?
Well,
So-
I think Windtown is the town we met Rory.
Yeah.
And then
They talked about
did they say
Easton.
mall earlier? Yeah, the strip mall. That was probably where we went to. West of Easton. So if we keep going east, we'll get to Easton. What a name. Mysterious girl with mind powers. This is probably the thread that Rory saw. About Bella. Yeah, Windway 87, that's the person who made the post. About Bella that Rory was talking about when we met him. Mysterious girl sighted. Main Street, Frankton, last Tuesday evening. Too many weird empty spaces for some reason. I witnessed her create this rifts in space. Holy shit.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say you're not gonna show the pictures of the rift in space.
Damn.
But she's just out in the open. She did not care.
It reminds me of the weirdness of yeah, I think it's just that's in front of her business.
Yeah.
That's just the Pac-Man and everything. It reminds me of how weird it is to watch the movie version of Scott Pilgrim without reading the comics, where the movie just casually introduces subspace highways and then never mentions them again. That Ramona Flowers just skates interdimensionally.
I mean, I never read.
And you see it.
I read the comics after.
Yeah.
But I think it's okay in my opinion because it just sets up like there's just going to be like a through line of absurdity throughout this otherwise like pretty plausible film.
Yeah, this entire setting's insane.
Like at the like when he's like killing people and they turn into money, and it's like yeah. Money, but it's like that's not even enough to get the
Sweet
bus.
coins. It's not even enough for the bus ride home.
Yeah, but it's like so we live in an area where buses are like something that people use, but when you kill someone they turn into money. Like it's like oh this is
And
just
it's also okay.
yeah it's all okay.
Scott Pilgrim is not arrested for murder in this film.
It's just
The only
absurdist.
police are the ones that enforce veganism.
Yeah, those vegan police in this film.
Those are the only cops of the entire film.
Despite like everyone watching like Lucas Lee annihilate himself by like skating down a hill at like 1,000,000 miles per hour. Like I don't know. It's just so it's a wacky universe, so it's all okay.
And it has Chris Evans.
Yes.
That movie has both Captain America and Superman in it. It has Captain America, Superman, and Captain Marvel now.
Oh yeah.
And
Forgot.
technically, Aubrey Plaza is also a supervillain now in Legion. I forgot what she's called in that because they don't really. They take Legion a little seriously, so they don't really mention the comic sources of each character by name. like, it's Master Blaster or whoever the fuck. Like they take the route of superhero adaptation where they just kind of adapt the characters but don't really use the costume or the name. So I don't know who she is.
Well, sometimes the name and the costume can create like a tonal shift that you don't really want.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Did you take these Winway87? Details. I
was out for my usual late night stroll when I spotted mysterious QT at a distance. She's a mysterious cutie.
Oh my gosh.
I considered approaching, but I was afraid of scaring her as it was too late. And wonderful ladies of the night tend to be scared by masculine silhouettes walking from the midnight fog.
Yeah.
She was near the Franklin arcade. I reached out, and my heart was in my throat. I raised her hand. She raised her hands and opened these portals. I had my camera on me, so I took pictures. It was pretty intense, but also like a fucking weirdo. You were taking pictures before she made a portal.
Well, he was thinking of approaching her before she even made a portal. Like he just was gonna go talk to her.
He was already photographing her.
Yes.
There's nothing's in this photo. It's just photographing some girl that you don't have permission to do that with.
That's why she left with the portal.
She noped out. Masculine silhouettes coming from the midnight fog. Yeah. Jesus. The formatting of this website's a mess, by the way. I know it's just like a weirdly formatted text document, but like every now and then for no reason the space after period is really long, but it changes how long it is from post to post. And like the spacing between each individual word keeps changing for no reason as far as I can tell. And also the indent on the left side of the screen is inconsistent. Like look at Woodway's post. The M in mysterious is further left for some reason. And it's like that's not how text documents work. Like if this forum has an indent, then those all should line up with each other.
Well, we know we can blame Michael now.
Like, is he just adding?
Because Michael apparently is in charge of this website.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, did the creator of this this game, like when they're making this part of the game, did they just manually space everything by hitting spacebar a lot, and they like miscounted the spacebar sometime when they're trying to add a certain amount of spacing, or what? Like, what are they going for?
I feel like this reminds me of some things. Like I've seen like badly formatted websites, and I'm wondering if this is what it's supposed to be.
It's weird because if you're using formatting, like. In text documents, you can change like the word spacing, the paragraph spacing, the line spacing, and even the letter spacing. Like you can change how far away from each other each letter is on across the entire document. So I'm wondering, like, that's why I'm wondering, like, why does it keep changing? Like you could just universally format a text document really easily. That's just how they normally work. I don't know why it keeps changing, but also. I'm forced to assume at this point, because no one's doing it, I'm forced to assume that Michael just made a website where you can't hit enter. Like, his website seems to disable line breaks, so you can't make a new paragraph. Because nobody ever makes a second paragraph, ever.
Well, how do you submit what you wrote?
Usually just hit the go button.
Oh.
On an old-timey forum, I think it depends on what this is. If this is like a IRC chat, which is like what the type of chat that's on like Twitch and stuff like that, then hitting enter is normally how you submit your message. That's also like over here with this Discord that's open. Like normally hitting enter is how you submit the message. Like so on a keyboard you have to hit shift enter if you actually want to add a line break without sending the message. But on an internet forum, it straight up just brings you like a little, it's like a dinky version of Microsoft Word, where like it just lets you type in this field as much as you want, and then you manually click on the like post button when you're done. So like it's a word processor, so like you should be able to say hit enter. That's how it worked before, I think. So I don't know why everyone. Like like when you're reading that big nightmare post you were reading earlier with like the 4 steps and everything, and like none of them were line broken, you're like, why? When you make a list, you make each one a new line. What asshole? It's like I'm gonna make a numbered list, but it's all gonna be in a giant paragraph.
I'm telling you, man, that's another one of those things that you would do and I would do, but you can't assume everyone else would think that way.
Yeah, but in this universe, no one at all thinks that way, which is why I'm thinking like. I think Michael just made a shitty website where you can't line break.
You know, I like that theory because I hate Michael.
Because how
I want to blame him for that.
How is no one ever starting a new line ever? People just do that. Like it's normal. It's not a text chat. Like this isn't like text messages. Insanity. Where is Frankton? Seems like some crazy stuff is happening there.
I know I've seen this girl before. Are you sure she isn't famous, like a pop star or something? Are there movie stills?
Movie stills? There's Bear's Necessity.
Holy fuck. Please let these be real. Who is this mysterious woman? What are those portals? Find out more in the next episode of Onism. 1999. Dun dun dun.
A bit more information to report. I returned to the arcade last night and saw a mysterious cutie taking out this trash. I approached her and I would see what the fuck. Like I hate this website. Like look at the spacing after and was. Like and saw mysterious and there's a huge space and then was about and there's a huge space, but it's like they're random. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this website? I was about to say something when I saw her talking to a cat, and as you guys know, conversations with pets are precious and private, so I squatted behind the garbage can and shoved my fingers in my ears.
What a psychopath.
Yeah, I thought he was squatting behind the garbage can to spy on her, but he literally hid it himself away to not, like, spy on this sacred conversation with the cat.
Yeah, nobody can... You guys don't listen in when I talk to my dog. Tell her how dumb she is. Those are precious and private moments.
You're gonna die soon.
Any day now.
You're so stupid. Keith, don't listen. You're supposed to put your fingers in your ear. You're not supposed to listen.
I became distracted by a piece of mold growing in the cracks between the street asphalt.
I think he means moss. He probably means moss.
He probably means moss because mold that's not really a place where mold go.
No.
Especially in like exposed asphalt would like cook it off.
Yeah, so you need like a damp area.
Yeah. When I was done studying it, I returned my gaze to mysterious cutie and she was gone. All that remained was the cat. Is it possible this girl can transform into a cat? Mysterious arcade mind portal opening by day. Adorable and loving feline by night? Discuss. That's stupid. First of all, she was talking to the cat, so the cat's already identified as a separate entity from her.
I know,
idiot.
I know.
But also, she just works at the fucking arcade. Jesus Christ, go in. Just go inside.
Yeah,
she's right there.
Don't wait till she's taking out the trash and then spy on her and then try to approach her like she's like a Pokemon in tall grass. Like fucking just go talk to her.
Even this person's shitting on the stupid thing.
No, shut up, shit theory. So Windway 87, where exactly did you find that connection? Isn't it more likely she just walked away while you weren't looking, leaving the cat alone?
It's every character that you've picked to name and to voice are all back to back.
Yeah. Am I doubtful X-ray too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say she didn't turn into a fucking cat, retard.
Damn.
Nice people on this forum.
You heard Stephanie say it. Like, she went there. How could she?
What? I'm
wow.
reading it.
Jeez.
You remember?
I'm with Bear's Necessity and Impossible Dry. Seems unlikely to me. These photos, however, are some of the best things I've ever seen on the site. I'm thinking of taking a drive to Frankton to see Mysterious Cutie. Do you have the exact name of the arcade or the street address?
Do you remember being in school and having to like read passages out of books, but you like trying to count with, because like so you'll like go in order, right? And so like you'll go like and try to find the passage that you know you're gonna have to read, and it has like some curse word in it, and as a kid you're like, is this a trap? Am I supposed to say this?
Am I supposed to do it?
Jesus, guys, it was a fucking theory. I don't see you guys proposing anything interesting. This is a website about aliens and body snatchers and multiverses, and this is where you draw the line? Girls who transform into animals, this is where the illusion breaks for you? Lol, fuck you guys.
No, it's just that you're stupid. Like, his explanation is so logically bad that it's just stupid. Like, it's not like, wow, wild leaps. It's like, you saw her with a cat. Why would you think she turned into the cat?
It wasn't a different cat.
Yeah.
When you turned around, I don't know.
You just didn't pay attention to her and lost track of her because you're stupid.
She went into the cat's soul, and now the cat's carrying her around. Like
yeah,
they're in one body together.
Yeah, she can turn into a cat and is also secretly Elevator Girl, the Boogeyman, Sasquatch, and Jesus Christ. That's a believable theory. I'm going on record to say this shit is photoshopped and not very well done. Sigh. This site has gone downhill. Wait, are those reply?
Whoa, this gets
Are those reply
dark.
notifications? What? We've never seen those before.
With a little arrow things?
Yeah. Where the fuck did those come from? Hasn't everyone been... and people have been adding each other all the time, right? Yeah. What's this new formatting that's never happened before? I hope your mom gets cancer and you get butt AIDS.
I don't, dude.
Once you're done lactating from your man tits, why don't you go do us a favor and hang yourself, as you're a burden to us all with your shit theories.
Like I said, pretty realistic internet
yeah.
anger.
This is the problem with this forum. Everyone is everyone's best friend until they say something slightly against popular opinion. My theory isn't any crazier than some of the shit on here, but it isn't part of the theory of the week. If I want out of my way to try and tie this girl into the elevator phenomenon, everyone would be sucking my dick right now. And just because I like the idea of a girl turning into a cat, and it isn't super popular around here, everyone turns and treats me like shit. You're all so antisocial, the only place you interact with other human beings is on Onisum. You circle jerk about how great this place is, how accepting and progressive it is, but the moment you don't love and agree with the theory, you start with the insults. You can all choke on a bag of baby dicks. Those would be harder to choke on.
Yeah, if you wanted someone to choke, just say a bag of big dicks.
Mm-hmm.
Of grown-up dicks.
The bigger, blacker box of Cards Against Humanity cards. Once again, what the fuck is up with the indent? Look at the left side. Look at the left side of his post. What's happening with this website? What is this jagged ass weird line? I don't understand. The formatting just confuses me. But also, that was a satisfying little rant. But also, progressive? I don't know, but everyone sucks here all the time. But yeah, see, like that one's left indented. This one's a weird jagged nightmare, and I don't know why they're both there, but also where these arrows come from that have never been here before.
I feel like, I don't think the person who made this game
knows how forums worked?
Maybe? Or maybe...
I also think that scene kits existed in the 90s.
Yeah, and maybe they just didn't think that people like us would nitpick this.
And that things would go viral on the internet in the 90s.
Novel Granola says, Winway87 is such a typical fucking Onism user. You complain about the community, tell us what's wrong with us, and yet you're part of the very community you hate. If we suck, then you suck.
We should improve things somewhat. Ah, but you live in society. I'm very smart. Nah, he's right. Everyone on Onisum's a terrible person except for him. Is the sort of persecution complex. That's slash S
what does that
for
mean?
Sarcasm.
Oh.
The sort of persecution complex is so fucking typical on here.
Yeah, there you go.
Typical on. It's new alien type. The typical on. They're very boring. Get over yourself, Windway. You try taking the dick out of your mouth before trying to speak next time. Is this what 90s progressive sounded like? Everyone's just calling each other gay as an insult?
Michael banned Windway87.
Wow.
But wasn't Windway87 not the one that was... What about the person that said, I hope your mom gets cancer and you get butt AIDS?
Yeah,
I think that's the person you banned.
Michael's a very flawed moderator. Like, basically everybody turned on Windway, so since they're unpopular, they were the person to strike at, apparently. And so Michael banned them.
Michael's very susceptible to peer pressure. Yeah,
and like mob mentality and so on. Like everyone's just mad at this person, but all they did was go on a rant, and that was it. But this person's like, but everyone else is like actually straight up like wishing bad upon them. Also, they're the person who brought this to us.
Yeah, which seems pretty.
And now they're banned. I mean, they had a bad theory and then went on a rant, and that's it. But everyone else is like, I hope your mom gets cancer.
I mean, the pictures do warrant a theory. Maybe not that bad of a theory, but like a theory. Because those are fucking weird pictures.
Yeah, Michael's a bad moderator.
Michael's just bad.
Yep. Yes.
Yes.
Distorted space creatures and elevator girl. Everyone's favorite mod. And Alex here. A few days ago, Alex noticed that the elevator in the Elevator Girl video looked really similar to the one in the abandoned factory northeast of Frankton. We went to check it out, and surprisingly, the elevator still worked.
by it only took us down to the basement level. This is where things got really weird. Look at the fractured ground and all the strange hostiles running around. We continued on hoping to find Sammy or a clue of some sort, and this is where things got weird. The star creatures from the Elevator Girl video? Yeah, they were down there. We tried to take a few pictures of them and they were completely distorted. But if you look, where did I leave off? If you look more closely, you can see the colors are the same. And you can sort of make out its face. If you're wondering at home, this is the only way to scroll. You press left joystick once and it goes floop by an entire half page. There is no like gradual movement. It's kind of rough. It also means you can't center the camera on some of these things, which is fucking annoying actually. There's creepy starmen behind them. Well, it's not that distorted. It's not like the Ring or anything. Or a vampire.
Oh my gosh.
He still just can't make other faces. It's still the only face he makes.
Honestly, man, if the source was anyone but you, I would think this was another hoax trying to capitalize on that poor missing girl. But I'm intrigued. Do you have the GPS coordinates so I can go check this place out myself?
Thanks, Paper Shippers, for believing us. It was pretty horrifying. Downright scary. I don't know how to figure out GPS
Coordinates, but...
What the fuck is up with the formatting of this fucking website? What's happening? I don't know how to figure out GPS coordinates, but... And then it just wanders off the screen? Which isn't possible, usually? What the fuck? Somebody just didn't proofread this part of the game. Like, they just fucked it up. They just fucked it all up. I don't know how this got through.
Well, I don't think they thought that we'd actually look at it. Maybe it's what it is.
They wouldn't write all this and not have us want to have us look at it. They're literally having it update like with stuff that's happening in the game.
That's true.
As we go, I can give you direction. Like this is literally me. This is Alex.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be weird not to read this. I can give you directions north of Frankton. There's a windmill field thingy that borders Franklin Woods. Enter Franklin Woods from there and head northeast, and the factory's there. Be careful, bring a friend, and maybe a weapon.
Holy shit, I wish I had a car. I need to check this place out.
If anyone sees anything that resembles the Star Creature guys, or just any weird stuff that happens around your town, PM me or Veriformer, and we'll be happy to come check it out. I really want to find Sammy. I know there's a connection here. Because we have a connection.
I was gonna say, that's what he feels.
Fucking Alex. Jesus Christ. He needs to chill. All the chills.
He needs to stop being so angry. He needs to stop thinking that he's in love with a girl he met for half an hour.
Why is some of the road blue, but only some?
Because it's beautiful.
Wow.
Wow.
More Monster Den. Hi.
Wow. Like I said, those guys are cute. I wish you just fought those guys.
I realize I still haven't leveled up, but there hasn't been a phone. I love that guy so much. Stupid fucking sounds. So I've been messing up. I kept prioritizing leveling up anything that was going to level up faster based on the weird multipliers that were coming up and so on. But it's led to a situation where until last time we leveled up, Alex only had we got all the way to this part of the game with Alex only having 5 PP. So he just couldn't use skills very well, and they're starting to get like higher cost than his amount of like I unlocked EP strike, and it literally cost more than his entire meter.
Oh.
So I only recently started actually leveling it up because I just wasn't giving him any. Because it kept giving everything else like multipliers. Like, wow, if you get this stat, you'll get like 4.
But they just didn't give you any incentive to raise
yeah,
PP.
It never gives you any for PP, but I need to like make myself level PP every time now because I've just not been doing it, and I can't cast stuff. Like, I can only do this once before I have to use a healing a potion or something to get more PP. Because Alex has little PP. Did anyone even die?
Nope.
I got like 24 or something. That was good. I guess it's because it's the next level dungeon, so they're stronger. I didn't even hit him somehow. What the fuck-a-doodle?
Yeah, he out of the way.
I always forget that his voice actor's like that.
I wonder why, like, the characters they picked for this to fight, it's so random. There's no theming to this whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know.
But then again, like I said, I like Earthbound, and I get that's kind of like they're doing that similar wacky.
Yeah, no, Earthbound and Undertale just have very strange selections of enemies.
Exactly, yeah, and that's kind of like they're playing off that, but like.
Yeah, and you kind of go back and forth on like, is this does this mean something, or were they just randomly throwing in things that made them smile, or?
I'm like, next time I go outside, I'm just gonna look around and I'm gonna decide like what. I'm like, oh look, there's a you know, like a fire engine. That's gonna be a monster
Like
you fight.
like Undertale has an armored dog with an extending snake head.
That's the best. you just pet the dog over
It
and
just
over.
happens, yeah. Or like those two guards that you get to realize that they have feelings for each other.
Yeah.
And that's how you win the fight. It's like I never know what the fuck's gonna happen in these games.
It's delightful. It really breaks up the monotony of like a game like this where you just like grind forever. It's like,
Yeah.
I got those two dogs to fall in love.
Aw.
Like that's more meaningful than killing a stop sign.
Yeah. Fuck. Fuck, I'm getting worse. Alright, well, this alien has never taken damage so far, so that's probably not good.
I think a little text blurb said something along the lines of like, you made the sign stop, which makes you the stop sign, or something.
What? It's fucking stupid.
Your enemy stopped breathing, which makes you the stop sign.
Yeah.
You've stopped its life from continuing.
You're a heart stopper.
Call the ambulance.
Trick shot.
Yeah, when it's that line that made me realize his voice actor. I'm like, that's the guy from Team 4 Star. But that's like a riskier comparison. With Yuri, it's like, okay, that's his YouTube channel, so he's from that channel, clearly. But other people, it's like, oh, we kept making this big, like, fictional, like, scripted series, and then as it got longer, we got, like, more and more voice actors. It's like, at some point, they're probably not in-house at all. You just get a hold of people that, because you can afford to pay them.
It's impressive that you were able to recognize them, though.
I'm getting worse! he just does nothing on a regular basis.
Michael reminds me of like if I was playing Pokemon, I was playing like a Nuzlocke, and I had to get like the first Pokemon of a specific route. I'd like walk into the bushes and get something like a fucking
The Michael of Pokemon.
like a Weedle, and I'm like, dude, Weedle turns into Beedrill, and that's not even that great. but it's like I have to carry him until I can replace him or until he dies, which is how Nuzlocks work.
That's just how you feel about Michael as a person?
Yes. He would...
Just gotta cart him around until we find someone better.
I'd have to name him something stupid, because that's what you do in Nuzlocke.
And we have found people better. We just have to wait until Vela comes back into the group, and then we can just throw Michael in the garbage. Where he belongs, garbage boy. We're close enough that I can just go back here and heal for free between each fight.
I mean, that is like the best strat.
If only they could put a fucking save point in this room. Be real convenient. I don't know where to go to level up. Oh, at the mall.
Yeah, I was to say.
I realized I forgot we're still right here. You thought we were done with this music, but we're not. Just running across an entire parking lot to use the phone, then awkwardly running all the way back into the field.
Dude, never to be seen again.
Oh god.
Remember, like, think back to like a time where you'd have to find a payphone.
No.
On a regular basis.
That never happened to me.
So odd. Wow.
Yeah, I've never used a payphone ever, I think.
Have I? I think I have. But I want to say it was even at that point I used it as a novelty. like for fun and not for an actual purpose because I wanted to be like, I'm on a payphone.
Look, guys, I'm using a payphone.
I'm so quirky and fun. Huh?
It's nice to encourage your friends, cocklord.
Just slip it in.
Will you encourage them with like you encourage them by being mean, like your negative reinforcement?
Yeah.
Kiki, get better, like slap her. Encourage your friends. Get good, scrub.
I'm mixed because like I'm gonna want to like. Whenever I really like the soundtrack of a game, I always want to like mix it into my library of like things I'll go to like be background music whenever I need it. So like I'll have my Undertale, my Titan. Is it Titan Quest? No, Titan. The boss fight game, and Fury and Night in the Woods and so on. So part of me is going to be tempted to add the library of this game to that, but I don't want people to then see it as encouragement to play the game. Because usually it's like, oh man, what's that man get from? I should check that one out. It's like, no, do not do that.
Anytime you play it, you just have a little disclaimer on the bottom of the screen, with like an asterisk. So it's like,
don't actually check this game out.
Yeah.
It is disaster.
You provide credit, but then you put in parentheses like, not a good game next to it. I mean, what do you mean, Keith? This is a great game.
Wow, yeah, I love it.
You love it. I'd like to say, in spite of everything,
you're still just a
rat in a cage.
Yeah. That's the one.
I love all the parodies of that. I've seen like a million meme versions of that.
Yeah, like the Weird Al one.
Ah, yes, Weird Al. He's a delightful man. I was watching some of his old interviews that he would do. So like back in the day, like when MTV was still actually MTV, Weird Al would do this thing where he would like take over MTV for a week, like quote unquote, where he would change all like the little bumps for MTV to like be about him, and he would basically take interviews that people had with celebrities and he'd cut them up and he would make them really funny.
All right, I just remember that Weird Al doesn't even do like a parody. He just does a polka cover of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's in one of the Polka Power songs.
Yeah, I showed Keith one of the polka medleys that Weird Al did, where he just covers a bunch of songs, and they're usually by decade.
I used to have,
so that was the 90s.
I used to
one.
have two of his albums, Running with Scissors and something else.
Poodle Hat.
So I had like there was a polka power on one of those, and I had like the Amish song.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
But if you if you go back and like watch his old interviews, he has like a couple that are really funny, where he just like basically cuts up their interview and then he asks them. It cuts to him asking a question, and then it comes to them. Like cuts to them responding to it. But like obviously it's from a different interview. Like they're not in the same room, but he's pretending that they are.
He's just pretending it all makes sense.
Dude, the one with what's her face? Avril Lavigne is so funny. I watch that and I forget Avril Lavigne wasn't very smart. I loved Avril Lavigne. I was a huge fan of Avril Lavigne. I watched that interview and seeing her like act, I was like, dude, she was like actually like a kid. I forgot.
You forget that Avril Lavigne's like not very smart.
No, you know, she's sitting there like playing with her feet and stuff, and she's just like, haha, yeah. Like, you know, like she's like playing with her hair. She's like, totally. And I was like, oh man, I forgot like what it was like to be like a little like.
God damn it, I'm hitting nothing. There we go.
What it was like to be like 15. Probably, no, I was younger than that. I was like 13. When the fuck did her music come out?
Check out my sick beats, says Alex.
Never.
Disgusting. Alex, get out of here. Stop it! Get out of my house, Alex! Stop it! Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? I had a weird week where I, for some reason, named two separate videos after Avril Lavigne songs. Because I had a song, I had an episode where the title was just "Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated?" And then I had a Skater Boy reference and a Lucio video of Overwatch. It's like, why is this a kick I'm on this week? It's calling back to old ass shit.
Do you remember when like, so So Avril Lavigne was gone for a long time, and she came back and she made that music video that was like called Kawaii, and it like culturally appropriated in a really negative way a bunch of like
Oh no.
Japanese pop imagery, and she's like playing with Hello Kitty dolls, and she's singing about being kawaii. Do you remember that?
No.
Look that up if
I
you
don't
get a
listen to a lot
chance.
of pop.
No, I don't either.
stuff.
But that's I don't like pop at all. That stood out to me because I noticed that, and I was like, that's a little bad. Avril Lavigne, what happened?
I haven't even listened to WAP.
I like WAP.
And that's what everyone just keeps talking about.
So, okay, I'm obviously gonna be biased. I like WAP because I like that it's I think it's a subject matter that isn't explored enough in music. So I
fully fucked up.
fully fucked up.
Yep. Just got completely missed.
You committed to that fuck up.
Yep. I
No.
fucked up fully.
All I'm saying is like the number of like rap music that refers to dicks, I can like count like a bajillion. The amount of
Yeah.
times that it like refers to like to WAP and not often enough.
Because
Okay.
there's like a selection bias.
Yes. So despite like my actual
Like, this
opinions,
is the only perspective that gets to happen.
like there's I mean I don't necessarily always like the music, but I appreciate the shout out.
Yeah. Appreciate the shout out.
Yes.
Pussy.
Yes, 100%. I have a playlist on my Spotify that's specifically songs about pussy. And that's on there now. It's granted a pretty short playlist,
Oh no.
but like I said, I appreciate the upfront blatantness of it. And I like thank you for the representation. Especially in the rap community. Those girls are like getting out there.
No. My brain broke.
See, ever since you said that takes the most focus, I don't want to talk during that for you.
What messes with me is that in a lot of good rhythm situations, they will make the buttons be in different locations based on what button they're asking you to press. But in this one's case, and they do move it every time. Shit. In this one's case, you're just pressing left and right over and over again. Like you're pressing 4 different buttons, but they're on the left and right. Is how they're expressed. And so every now and then I'll reflexively hit the left button whenever I'm pressing the left side, but it could be the right button or any other button. It just does my brain in sometimes. Bing, 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 bang. Ah, fuck. Fuck, it's hard. Video games are hard. When are they gonna stop? Stop it! Do you have any thoughts? Are you thinking at all about what game you want to play next after this one? So I think I'll just have you just go ahead and pick every other one if you want to.
Do you trust me with that?
It doesn't really matter.
I do want to play I want to play Halloween games again. Can we play Halloween games again?
We're coming up on October.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it doesn't feel like Halloween yet, which makes me really sad. Like I don't think I'm not gonna be able to go to like Spirit Halloween this year. I like how the public health officials have come out and they're like, Halloween masks don't count as masks. They have to come out and say it, like, don't wear. And
They have to specify.
well, they also have to say you can't wear both masks. So they say like if you're wearing like a like a werewolf mask, don't wear a cloth mask underneath it because then you might actually suffocate.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So they had to say you need to wear the cloth mask. You can't just wear a Halloween mask and say that it protects you,
You just gotta
but
work
you
it
can't
into
wear
your
both.
costume.
Oh, that's what everyone's.
Everyone just be the nurses from Silent Hill.
And a lot of doctors and nurses this year for Halloween costumes for sure.
You played Dr. Harleen Quinzel. But you can't play Harley Quinn because it's not safe. Yeah, her hips are in the wrong direction at all times.
See,
That's not how hula hooping works.
I don't think the person who made this game, I gotta figure out that guy's.
We're in the age of infinite information. You just look. Like once. And you're like, ah, yes, a reference. In fact, that's what artists normally do, is you look at references for a lot of stuff. Because it's hard. Like, I finished Snapdragon, and the final page, they're like, when they're drawing Good Boy, they use references. It just says that in the sketches.
Is Good Boy a dog?
Yeah, the dog's name is Good Boy.
Oh, that's sweet. What if he's bad?
No, that's impossible.
Like, how do you reprimand him if you call him Good Boy all the time?
There are no bad dogs. Only bad owners.
Only cats.
Which is definitely a thought that book also subscribes to with its other dogs. There are only bad owners.
No, I always get like a little defensive with the pit bull argument, because I'm like, my dog's so sweet. Just like, you don't know what you're talking about. Because Kiki's half pit bull, and people love to talk smack on pit bulls all the time.
People are kind of trying to like recapture the whole narrative by reinforcing the idea that like they used to be known as like the nurse dogs.
Were they?
Yeah, they're specifically known for being good with kids and so on. They're like nursing dogs, and then people get the cute name, they call them Pipples.
I just don't like those people that like oh, I want like a spiky choke chain for this dog, and I want to give it like muscle powder, because you can give dogs muscle powder, and like it's and I look at that and I'm like, dude, you're the reason why.
Let them dog.
Yeah, you're encouraging the stereotype, and that's not what we're trying to do. So there's some people that I know with pit bulls who actually dress them up in like tutus and stuff when they go out in public, because they're actually trying to promote the idea to like get people to like when people are trying to adopt out pit bulls. Some adoption groups will dress them up in like frilly dresses and things, because it's to encourage the idea that they're actually really sweet.
Just to remind people, let people recognize that they're just a dog breed.
Yeah.
They're neat.
See, dogs don't live up to their stereotypes. Kiki's half border collie, and they're supposed to be smart.
Checkmate.
Gotcha, dog.
Supposed to be smart. Little loser.
She's over here licking my hands.
Yep.
Yes.
She'll never fully respect how much you don't respect her. Ha.
That's good. It says I like having a silent partner who can't criticize anything I say. I'm Penn Jillette, and she'll be Teller.
Cause she ain't telling nobody.
All my deep dark secrets and all the people I've murdered.
They're all in the mattress. All at once. Pickled.
Ew, my mattress would smell pretty weird.
They're all pickled in the mattress. What a sentence. Yeah.
So I was telling Keith that I went to the beach recently, and I found a dead sea lion. And boy, I'm never going to be able to describe the smell of that. You can't hide a person in your mattress. If that sea lion smells like that, I can't hide a dead person in my room for sure.
That's the plot of a movie.
What, hiding a dead person? Or a dead sea lion?
The fact that you can't hide a dead person in your mattress.
I don't think I need a plot line of anything to tell me that's
the moral of the story. Don't try it at home, kids. It doesn't work. Shucks.
I was thinking about like the Telltale Heart, because he buries the murder victim under the floorboards, and I was thinking, man, that's not gonna last very long. Like, you gotta figure something out.
But it was 4 rooms is the one that has the mattress prostitute, but in Telltale Heart though, that's just he's crazy. He thinks that he can hear it beating from under the floorboards because it's his guilt. And that's what does him in. Egads. I like the SpongeBob parody where it's the squeaky boots, and here's a squeaky boots under the floorboards. Of course, there's a fucking SpongeBob parody. Dude, that show's genius. Making literary references before I even knew what the literary references were. Alright, so guys, see you next time. Adios, amigos.